During his verdict.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
This is USA Radio News.
Frog out of my voice here. I get froggy.
You know, it's true.
Voice.
Difficult times have a way of focusing.
Same thing here with
what matters
this.
the most when it comes to our spending, our health care. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medishare right now. Medishare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly health care costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch.
I already did.
It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses.
Middleboro in review,
8/28/22. A typical family saves $500 a month. And Medishare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 29 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving.
That's it?
Call
Sticky?
833.
No, I also have a label on it.
833-34.
I put a sticky on it.
833-34.
I put a sticky on it.
That's what, that sticky is that
Western
Joe?
Missouri has decided
What?
That sticky's that show?
Yes.
That's smart. That's good. Smart.
Students,
That's good thinking, Lincoln.
Unfortunately,
other forms of
sticky notes kind of
such
suck.
as suspensions have failed.
They don't stick to things.
Yeah, but I can't see that going away.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection reports their
Did you write it on the-
seized over 10
Yeah, I wrote it on the
people
tape.
at
I wrote it on the
U.S.
tape
border
too.
in the fiscal year 2022 through July. Director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy, Dr. Rahul Gupta, the president.
What's that?
That's musical odyssey for today.
Okay.
MO means musical odyssey.
We should try.
And 72 means 72nd program.
We should try to reach out to Ed and Emmanuel again. That was a good. He's a good kid. I like him. And it was a good show.
It was.
It really was. I love having Ed on. Ed's awesome. I like his son too. Very good, very good kid. He's a good person.
You don't have a
Should reach out to him
so
soon.
make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818.
If everything blows over, it'd be nice to have them, both of them here at the studio for a show. Yeah, that's great. Father son thing.
Exactly.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Patrol says one of its agents rescued an infant and a toddler who were left alone by migrant smugglers in western Arizona's Oregon Pike Caucus National Monument. A migrant in a group of border crossers alerted an agent to the children's location. There, the agent found an 18-month-old who was subsequently found crying and a 4-month-old who was discovered face down and unresponsive. Both have received medical attention at a hospital and were released back into Border Patrol custody. It is not immediately clear if the smugglers blamed for abandoning the children were among those arrested. The Border Patrol's Tucson sector says it has seen a 12% increase in unaccompanied children being smuggled across the border over the past fiscal year. A car driven by Princess Diana in the 1980s sold for $764,000 at an auction just days before the 25th anniversary of her death. Diana had been photographed numerous times in the black Ford Escort SR Turbo and drove it from 1985 to 1988. For USA Radio News, I'm Ellie Andrews.
Come on.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not
You
express
might be able to hit it with a
the views
pencil.
of
You ever think of that?
ownership.
Like a hard pencil? Like, oh, really? What's being,
The buttons are messed up.
Yeah, but no, you don't have the finger power. That's the problem. Some people do.
I'm literally pressing on it like really hard. I'm literally pressing on it as hard
Thumb
as
it then.
possible.
Are you doing with a finger or a thumb?
Thumb.
I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding
Everything.
It's
Do it with a pencil. Do it with something, a hard object.
It's off here.
I'll show you later, dude.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be a better way.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly, what's happening?
Red Mike. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Middleboro Matters. Middleboro in Review, not Middleboro Matters.
That's your other show.
That's my other show. Yes.
On Thursday at 11.
Now that I have two Middleboro shows, sometimes I do get
The old cross connection.
Yes,
Huh?
sometimes I do get confused. This is Middleboro in Review. It is Sunday, the 28th of August, 2022. This is the final Sunday in the month of August. And,
It's 2022, not Middleboro.
wait a minute, Don. Now you can say, good morning, because I didn't even have your mic on yet.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Didn't have your mic on yet.
Wasn't that wise in you?
Didn't have your mic on yet.
Okay.
But good morning, Don. Let's start this over. Good morning, Don.
Welcome to Middleboro in Review.
Good morning.
August 28th, 2020.
Yes, it is. It is the last Sunday in August. It is the last Sunday in meteorological summer. Meteorological fall apparently starts on the 1st of September. So, interesting stuff. So, happy fall. Kind of. So, interesting one there. Interesting little thing to
To
mention.
me, fall doesn't start until November 1st in my mind.
No, yeah. Fall, honestly, yeah.
October is...
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, Halloween used to be cold. It
Yes.
used to be chilly. You had to dress up when you went out trick-or-treating, but not now.
No.
October is the perfect end of September and October. Last 2 weeks in September, first 2 weeks in October, in my opinion, is the best weather around. As long as it isn't a rainy pattern going around.
I agree, yeah.
It's just, you got the colors. It's just, you got the fall. I don't know. It's just things. Football season's underway. It's all good.
Let's get a couple of household items. Some housekeeping here.
Some housekeeping stuff.
Yeah, some housekeeping here. So, it is early voting time the next couple of days here in Taunton. Today, there will be early voting at the Taunton City Hall. And that's going to happen from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again, early voting for the September 6th state primary is going to be held at the City Hall in Taunton. That's located at 15 Summer Street. So again, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
When?
Today.
On a Sunday?
Today, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
They had it yesterday.
Oh, wow.
They're having it today.
That's good.
And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this upcoming week.
That's good. They're coming in on a Sunday so people can vote. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's good.
So that is what's going to be going on there. So that is early voting coming up in already underway in Taunton.
From 7?
What?
What did you say? What are the hours?
9 to 1 today. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
Today.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's underway. I mean,
it's going to be it's underway in meaning it has started. It started yesterday.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's what I mean.
But not today. It starts at 9.
It starts at 9. It's not underway today.
No, because I just want to clarify because a lot of times voting polls open at 7. So
yes.
You just don't want people to get confused and go down there.
No,
and think
there will not be a time during the week where polls open at 7 a.m.
Right.
Polls will open tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Okay.
And it opens at 8 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 8 a.m.
And Sunday today, on the 20th of August, it opened
9
at
a.m.
9 a.m. Okay.
And yesterday it opened at 9 a.m.
Okay, that's just want to make
And we have a phone call.
Okay. What do we got here?
Good morning. You're on Middleboro in Review. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Good morning, Chris. Yeah, you're right, because some town could start at 7, right, Chris? I mean, out there. That's good to know. Right. No, that's good advice. Thanks for the call, Chris, because that's good to know. I'm sure every town yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm sure every town would have it on their website too. So just gotta check that out. But he's right. Each
absolutely.
town has its own budget, and that was a good call. That was on his behalf.
So as a recap, Taunton has its certain hours, certain set times, and each town, according to the state, has to be open one day, weekend day, and that could change from town to town.
Right.
Hours could change from town to town as well.
Right.
So one town could be open at 7 a.m., another town could be open at 9 a.m.
Another town could be open at 10.
Yes.
You just got to check the listings.
Yes.
That was a great call. That was a good catch on.
So that's a little bit of a recap for the Facebook audience that didn't hear the call.
You know what? Just go on your government website for your town. And I'm sure it's listed. And like you said, if someone shows up at 9 a.m. in Freetown or Berkeley or any of these surrounding communities, they're standing there and they're like, "What's going on?" But Taunton's a city.
Absolutely.
So they're trying to, obviously, they're doing the full Monty as far as trying to get everything. They got all these people to vote, so I mean that's what they're doing. But you get the budget.
All right, and our second important thing, housekeeping thing here that we wanted to talk about is the summer celebration that was going to be held at Hopewell Park. was rained out Friday.
Oh boy, was it rained out. Oh my God.
It was rained down on Friday.
Rivers and rivers.
And the rain date is today. So later on this afternoon, there will be the summer celebration at Hopewell Park. And that will take place from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. There will be a free Gatra shuttle from nearby parking lots to Hopewell Park from 4:45 p.m. to 9 p.m. Loads of activities like food trucks, an obstacle course, fireworks as well. There will be live music, there'll be food, there'll be DJs, and there'll be dancing as well. So a lot of great stuff going on at this summer celebration, and that is going to be taking place this evening. So definitely, if you're in the area, go down to the summer celebration, Hopewell Park in Taunton.
And you're doing the weather soon, so I think today's going to be a little bit more comfortable. Not as humid, or is that the
You're
case?
right. You're right.
And celebration at Hopewell Park today.
You are right. But let's talk about the weather. So
Start with Taunton.
I am going to start with Taunton. Let me just refresh my weather here. It is 67 degrees right now. 83 today for the high. 61 tonight. So it's going to be cool tonight. So that's going to be a good thing. So today is going to be kind of cooler. It's 83 for the high. 86 tomorrow and 88 on Tuesday. No rain in the forecast for the next 3 days. The next chance of rain will be Wednesday, and then we're in the clear for the rest of the week after that.
That's nice for the celebration at Hopewell Park. Nice and cool, not as humid, and be a good day. People won't be out there getting cooked out there.
67 in Middleboro. It's going to be mostly sunny skies today. 83 for the high, and 61 for the low. 85 tomorrow and 87 on Tuesday. Again, no rain in the forecast for the next 3 days. The next chance of rain, Wednesday, 88 degrees, and then we're in the clear after that for the rest of the week. Driscoll, Texas, currently 77 degrees, a high of 94 today, and a high of 92 and 95 on Monday and Tuesday, respectively. And rain in the forecast for both of those days as well. So it's going to be some rainy days ahead for Driscoll, Texas, but some pretty nice weather there for late August. And in Driscoll, North Dakota, 65 degrees with a high of 78 today, a low of 57 tonight. Cloudy skies tomorrow, a high of 79, and with a low of 52. And then Tuesday through Saturday, clear skies, not a cloud in the sky, it looks like in the forecast. The high for those days, 86, 86, 91, 87, and 90. So some pretty warm temperatures. But again, completely clear skies.
North Dakota?
In Driscoll, North Dakota. Yeah, for Tuesday onward.
90. That's pretty warm for being up in the north.
For being in early September as well.
Yeah, well, you know what? You got to be hearing like 13 below. Come January.
Yeah.
Place.
Exactly. Don't get too comfortable with 91 degrees in September.
I mean, they got extremes over there.
Yes, they do.
That's a hardy country out there.
They absolutely do.
You got to be strong though out there.
Okay, it is 7:22 a.m. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk about the 4-H fair. We are going to talk about some other events going on here during the final weeks of summer and into the fall season in Middleboro. There's plenty going on here in the next couple of weeks for Middleboro. We're going to talk about 4-H fair. We're going to go over what to expect for 4-H fair as well.
First 4-H fair in 2 years.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, official. They
well,
had
the-
like
the
a yard
official,
sale.
yeah.
Yeah, they had a yard sale
And
last year,
yeah.
but it wasn't the 4-H fair.
Yeah, they didn't have one in 2020. They had the yard sale last year,
Yeah, but
and now they're having
so that's
the official.
2-year absence.
So 2-year absence, exactly. And hopefully after a 3-year absence, actually, yeah, 2020, 2021, 2022, yeah, 3-year absence. Crazy days will be back in 2023. Hopefully, that will happen. And usually that takes place in early August.
I know they're looking for volunteers. They had a lack of volunteers because when they finished Crazy Days, at the end of Crazy Days, the last day of Crazy Days, I was told, and actually I think I was told by Doug, right?
Yeah.
Our friend Doug, who's what's his last name?
No, his last name escapes me right now.
Yeah, whatever. He and his wife were volunteers, and he told me, and a few other volunteers told me too, they start planning the day after Crazy Day ends. That's when the planning has to start. So they were a good 6 months into it, not knowing what the pandemic was going to do, and they just didn't have enough volunteers. And my personal opinion, I think they should change it to October. That's just my humble opinion. It's hot. I mean, imagine Crazy Days ran in August, right?
If it ran in August this year.
You remember how hot it was that week?
Yes. It was really hot.
It was 100 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, and then you're dealing with this, and you're walking on asphalt sidewalk, and
there was the heat wave. That would have been not a fun time.
Well, the thing is, no one would have showed up. I'm not saying no one would have showed up, but
people would have still showed up, but
not
I
as
think
much. Not as much.
I think not as much. Yeah.
Not as much.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just there's some people who just can't handle that heat.
Yeah.
They just can't. And they want to go. They want to support the community. They want to support the vendors. They want to support the businesses. But it's just too hot. People get sick. But I say, like, in a fall setting, I just think it'd be perfect.
All right, 7:25 a.m. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm Joey Driscoll, along with Don, here from Middleboro Review. It is August 28th, 2022. And we'll be right back here on WVBF 1530 AM and 99.7 FM.
Ask Chris what you can do about that. He might just say, grow a bone in your finger. You know? So, what are you pressing? These?
Yeah,
You can't just-
no, I'm not pressing those. The play button. The play button is the one that has the problem.
Where's the play button?
Hold on. Can I get in there?
Yes.
I gotta do my ads, alright? Let's do this after the show. Can I do my ads? Alright, let's figure that out later. I don't have time to do that right now. People are gonna be wondering why I'm not taking a commercial break.
You should teach me how to run this thing, Joey.
Is an association
Yeah, I'll teach you.
of veterans from all branches of the United
Not right now.
No, but
I don't teach it.
I wouldn't mind learning how.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
States to support those who have defended our country and freedoms. Our focus is to help veteran care facilities provide a warm meal, clothing, shelter, and guidance, or simply to say thank you and welcome home. Nearly all 50 states and living abroad. Many members continue to serve in our armed forces.
I gotta see if I can get this changed, probably at the end of next month.
What?
This one, if they want it changed or not.
It's a good ad.
It's really good, but I'm just saying they might want it changed because they might want to add something to it.
No, well, you know what? If they want
I mean,
to add something,
they haven't called me
Right,
yet.
don't call you. I think this is a perfect guy. Jay did an awesome job on this ad.
He did. He definitely did.
Just leave it. As long as the information's the same relative to their organization.
And I think it is, yeah. I think it's still relevant. So, even though he's not a part of it anymore, I think it's still relevant.
And lifestyle issues that affect you and your family. It's fascinating, fast-paced, and fun as we explore all aspects of the Medicare maze. So join me for a Medicare Moment with Martha.
Very good
Saturday
program.
mornings at 8 and Sunday mornings at 9 on
What?
AM 15.
Medicare Moment.
And
Oh, really?
99.7 FM.
Good program if you want to know about Medicare. Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny too? The delivery package.
The delivery package
Of
matters
the host.
with that, yeah.
Because she's got a nice, warm,
She does.
gentle voice. Happy voice. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she does.
She's a pleasure to listen to. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I hear some people like there's a certain person on Channel 2 who is just scares you. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it when anyone's listening, but I'll tell you after the show. Like
There's a certain radio host out of Las Vegas that yeah, his voice is a little too loud. Way too loud.
It's not warm.
Yeah.
It's not warm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people have warm voices.
Yes.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Some people have warm voices. You know what I mean?
You're right.
I mean, even if you're reporting bad news, you can do it in a way where it's not gonna scare you.
And you have like voices that can relay that bad news, but not sound,
In a humane way.
Yeah, in a humane way, like Walter
And-
Cronkite did.
Angel Airway. Perfect
Walter
example.
Cronkite
Right.
did it beautifully.
Remember that poem I wrote, Angel Airway?
Yeah.
That's what that was all about. Because those people out there were scaring people about COVID
Yeah,
in their voices.
yeah. Walter
The delivery package.
Walter Cronkite did it perfectly.
He was the best.
And
Alright, so we go to the show.
Bob Trout too. Bob Trout was really good doing the wartime coverage and
Yeah,
stuff.
in the 40s.
In the 40s, yes. It was different back then. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And we are back here on Middleboro in Review as I turn down the music here. And
So should we tell the listeners?
Hold on. And now you can talk.
Should we tell the listeners about our off-air discussion about announcers?
About announcers?
So
what
gentle voices to a way where it's pleasing to the listener.
Yeah, so what we talked about off air, and the Facebook people heard it, but what we talked about off air is some announcers have voices that are gentle on the mind and keep people not being what's the word, not terrifying people, not raising people and the anxiety of some people.
Right, the anxiety.
Yeah.
The delivery package of some people, some announcers, is perfect.
Yes.
All right? Especially during the pandemic. I think I discussed this once. I actually wrote a poem about that because when the pandemic started, it was something new and scary for everybody. I mean, we haven't dealt with anything like that in modern history. But there were some announcers, there was some reporters out there that they reported the news. It was a matter of fact reporting the news.
Yep.
And they're doing their job, and they're professional, and they're fine. But it's in a tone, where it's just, it's a little scary, a little anxiety. But there's other people out there.
Yep.
Other announcers who did it.
And
Perfect example.
I'll give two perfect examples real quick. Bob Trout during World War II. Bob Trout
Right.
for I think he worked for CBS. Bob Trout,
Right.
very, very matter of fact.
Right.
He delivered the news perfectly, especially during D-Day.
Right.
There's a radio broadcast of D-Day that you can go and listen to, and you hear Bob Trout's voice, and it's really a fascinating listen.
No.
And also Walter Cronkite,
Yes.
as well is another perfect example.
Actually, when Kennedy was assassinated, when he reported it,
Yeah.
I remember him taking his glasses off and just kind of reading the time he died. The president died, Kennedy, and it was such a traumatic time for our country. But he didn't add to the anxiety with his voice, with his reporting style. I'm not talking any, everyone has these different reporting styles. I remember I was watching, and I'm not going to be mentioning names. I'm not mentioning nothing. I watched a certain reporter, all right when the pandemic was started, and it was it was a woman, and the way she presented it scared me. It was loud, it was in your face, it was this, it was that. And then I hear other reports, which is kind of gentle. It's not a gentle situation, it's a serious situation.
It is.
But it was in a way where it didn't bring up your anxiety. Your anxiety didn't go up to the next level, okay? I listened to this station a lot during the pandemic. And the news, especially at the 7 o'clock hour, was presented in a way where my anxiety level didn't go up. It was matter of fact. It was to the point. The information was there. Everyone here, in my opinion, who worked at WVBF and still work at WVBF, total professionals. But it's the whole idea. I mean, you can broadcast the news and bring it to everybody. But if you do it in a way where you don't raise the anxiety level, you do it in a tone.
Yeah.
There's a movie out there which kind of, if anyone saw 13 Days with Kevin Costner, okay, there's a scene, it's the funniest scene, and I'm not comparing it with what I'm talking about, but in a way it is. He's got he walked down to where the operators were, and he says, I need you for a second. He said, well, why do you need me? I need that tone. So it worked differently for, what he ended up calling up. I'm not even sure if that was true. Maybe they put it in the movie or whatever. But the tone, maybe I'm just going off half-cocked here, but we're talking about that. But it's just like, there's like broadcasters out there that made me feel comfortable. And I sought them out.
And to switch to the topic a little bit, but tone is also important in movies. You mentioned Kevin Costner. I think he is a perfect example of that. His tone in his roles, the way he speaks,
especially in Yellowstone.
Yes, the way he speaks is fantastic.
Yes.
Perfect examples there. Draft Day. Draft Day.
Yes. That's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like football, even if you despise football, it's still a great movie just because of the role in that. But to get back to the tone, it made me write a poem called Angel of the Airway. Okay? And everybody worked through it because it was a difficult time to report the pandemic, especially at the beginning of the pandemic. We lost a lot of people died. It was uncertain. We didn't know as a country, but we had people coming in and reporting the news. But I think a lot of, I sought out a lot of people who wouldn't raise my anxiety. They get the message across. They're doing it in a professional way. They're not sugarcoating it. They're telling you what the truth is, but it's just the tone. Because anybody can raise your anxiety level. I mean, if that's their stick, fine. But I don't know. I think I'll turn the channel until I find something a little smoother. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's an interesting topic. And,
well, it's funny how we were talking about it. But, I know somebody on WBZ. Out of all the people who are reporting, that individual reported, in my opinion, with a little just gentle.
Yes.
Broke the news gentle to you, but not sugarcoat it. Matter of fact, professional. That's what inspired me to write Angel of the Airway.
Yes.
Just listen to, I listen to this station, I listen to BZ, I listen to a lot of stations when I'm cooped up in the oil truck all day.
Yeah.
And somebody who's a true professional knows how to break the news gently. Mm-hmm. No anxiety level. Just get it across. You don't have to pour it on and scare everybody out of their wits.
Okay.
food for thought.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a very important.
Well, it's
very
funny.
important
Just
thing that
about
we
it,
wanted
and
to
it
we
turns
wanted to
into
talk
a
about.
big conversation on the radio now. Which probably didn't plan.
Tone is important.
That's perfect.
That is the tone is important. That is the point we want to.
It is.
Mention. We want to get across.
Right.
Yeah. All right. 4-H fair done.
Oh.
Middleboro, it's back. So
our friend Chachi LaPret's gonna be very happy.
Yeah, and our friend Chachi actually has another. We went to the Paul McCartney 80th birthday celebration, and there's going to be another event that he's going to be putting on with
Eric Taros.
Yes.
Eric Taros.
Eric Taros.
Yes,
that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to be in October. It's going to be a John Lennon event.
Yeah, because John Lennon's birthday is
Yes.
in October.
Yes.
And he would have been John Lennon would have been 82.
Yes.
I think he was born in 1940. Yeah, he would have been 82 if he wasn't assassinated. If he was lived.
Yes. And so that will be taking place. I think there's 3 dates. October 2nd.
Yeah, we'll get back on that. You don't know the dates. I know we're going to the October 2nd one in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think there's 3 dates, and I think they're all consecutive.
Yeah, I hope to have him on.
Yeah.
And he can share those dates. But 4-H Fair, what do you got, Joe?
Okay. 4-H Fair, September 3rd and 4th. Saturday, September 3rd. Sunday, September the 4th. September 3rd is 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Sunday, September 4th is 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. I will go over quickly what the schedule is going to be for those 2 days. It all starts on September 3rd at 8 a.m. when the fair opens. There will be a breakfast served from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. A rabbit show at 9:30. The welcoming ceremony takes place 15 minutes after that. There will be a swine show on Saturday. The auction is from 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on the first day. On Sunday at 8 a.m. for the beginning of the fair, there will be a non-denominational worship service and blessings of the animals. At 9 a.m., there will be registration for Briggs Memorial Horseshoe Tournament. 9 a.m. to 11, there will be a breakfast again served. 10 a.m., a dog show. 11:30 a.m., a goat show. 12 p.m., sheep. And then 1:30 p.m., a beef and dairy show. There will also be some other things as well happening until the end of the fair on Sunday. And then on Monday, if anyone's also interested, 9 a.m., Monday, September 5th, a cleanup will be taking place as well. So anyone interested helping out with that too, that's when that takes place. All right. So that is the 4-H Fair coming up here in just a week from now. Don, quick thoughts?
I think a lot of people will get very excited after 2-year absence. I think it's going to be. I think a lot of people will show up.
Yeah.
We live right there. Actually, the parking's out back behind where we live. So it's fun to watch all the vehicles going up that road, and then they park them in the field out back, and then they walk, and they cordon off the area. But no, it's going to be good. I think a lot of kids who are into the 4-H situation are going to be happy that they got their fair back, and it'll be good. I think it'll be a good turnout, and I wonder how many people got to drive in our driveway. Actually, we had a few people park in our driveway, and we'd come home and there's like 3 cars in our driveway.
That has happened, yes.
Oh, it does happen it
happens every year.
Yeah,
it happens every year, yeah.
We're so close to it. Whatever. Actually,
yeah, it is literally I just step outside on the back porch. It's right there.
Yeah, from our land, we can just walk right into the 4-H fair,
Yeah.
which is right back there. So
Yeah.
it's good to see it go on, and because it's quiet back there. You look back in the fields there, and it's quiet. It's eerily
Yes.
quiet. I mean, other than the neighbor who lives out back, vehicles going up, and you just got the feel. But now it just turns into a big carnival, like this atmosphere.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
and then you smell the fried dough in the air and the food. And
I've mentioned the fried dough several times on the
you
air.
walk over like a zombie. You get you
Yeah.
know, I gotta get my fried dough. You know, like
That's one of the things I recommend.
yeah.
When you go there,
But-
definitely get
and
the
then they
fried
have the
dough.
auction, so you hear the auction going on from the house.
Yes,
And then I think Sunday, you didn't mention it, but don't they do the blessing of the animals?
I did mention it.
Okay,
Yes.
is that Sunday? Or?
Sunday morning,
Yeah. Okay. Oh, religious ceremony.
8 a.m. Sunday morning.
I've been
Next
to that.
Sunday.
I've been to that. That's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
right
really
out the
good.
field and-
It's really good. They do
So-
a really good job.
Let's hope they get good weather for it.
I think they do.
I don't know.
I
See
think
that
they
far
do.
out,
I'm
yeah?
not.
Well,
I didn't see any rain for this for
What's the date
the
again?
Saturday,
It's
and
next weekend,
at least
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see any of the rain for any rain for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
As far as I know, but that could change. We're a week out, so
Right. No.
obviously that could change.
Yeah.
The only day I saw rain is Wednesday, and that could change too because we're a couple days out from
The
Wednesday.
rain's been a little unpredictable.
It has been.
Friday was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Quincy at 4:30, and they shut the lights off. They went from being like it is out now, looking out the window here at
Yeah.
the studio, to nighttime.
Yeah.
And then the winds picked up, and I was in Quincy, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I went and got myself a roast beef sandwich and just kind of camped out and waited it out. Usually, I could drive in any kind of weather, but I just, you know what? I almost had 3 people hit me, like from the short ride from West Quincy to Quincy Center, where I work, to Quincy Center. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get off the road. It's just safe than sorry. I mean, I can't even see out the windshield. My wipers are going a million miles an hour. And it's not good to run your wipers that long, a million miles an hour.
No,
At some point,
it's
they just
not.
gotta decide to stop.
It's not. Yeah, it's
But
not.
that's where Rain-X comes in.
It's
But,
yeah. Okay. 7:45. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here on Middleboro in Review. I'm Joey Driscoll. I'm with Don here. Yep, Don, and you're listening to WVVF 1530 AM and 99.7 FM. We'll be right back. Hope if I turn that up. Now let's try that. Okay, good.
You're doing music recommendations when we get back?
Yes, yes, that will be our last thing, or second to last thing.
And then you got to do the histories.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna mention that. You remember that guy's name?
What kind of name?
The director there who called you Thursday. What was his last name?
I don't like at all.
Just say the director. That's all.
Yeah, I don't remember the name.
Yeah, if you don't know his last name, don't say his first. Yeah, just remind you going away, and Tony will be in to run a tape from last week's show, and
Yep.
it was a great interview, and just tell him, just so they'll tune in next.
Yep.
Because you don't have people doing both shows,
Yeah.
Millions of doses have already been given in the United States, and these vaccines have
I should be back by 12. I don't think I can't see it taking 4 hours to get up.
No, yeah, you're
But
right.
it might. I don't know. Gotta make sure everything's done. Everyone's happy.
No, yeah, you definitely have to make sure.
I gotta
it's
call
happening.
Mary too and make sure she's doesn't forget Monday.
Yeah.
And then I called Peter. He texted me, so
Good. Sounds good.
I just told him to show up. Don't ask him to show up. I said to Grandpa, we gotta throw him out. He shows up.
Hi, everybody. Tony Lopes here, and just want to remind everyone that you can listen every Tuesday to Coffee with Tony from 9 to 12. And now an extra treat. For a while, at least on Thursdays, it will be Coffee with Tony from 9 to 11. So Coffee with Tony, Tuesday, 9 to 12. Thursdays, 9 to 11 here on AM 1530.
You've been doing it for so long, it's hard to believe it.
FM 99.7 FM.
You know, because he's just... His voice is such a staple in the community. It's just...
It is.
Right?
Very important
Staple.
staple.
It's great, you know.
Middleboro, Lakeville, Carver, and Rochester.
All right.
Our base of operations is in the lower...
I'd do anything right now. You know?
Who do we have on the Facebook this morning? Jennifer Wilson.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday, Jennifer. I know your birthday was a little while ago. I forgot to get back there. Yeah, that's family friends from Quincy. I grew up with them. They lived on Grandview Ave.
She was viewing the show on yours.
Yeah.
One second here.
We used to drink iced coffee and play Uno all the time. Yeah, that was good. That was a good time.
Bless you and keep you safe.
Combat veteran motorcycle.
I lived there. I spent more time at their house than my house.
And on mine, I'm going to say good morning to Paul McIntyre.
Oh, Paul, Big Bird. He just went to the Beach Boys.
Did he?
Paul, yeah, he posted something. I guess he saw the Beach Boys.
How was it, Paul? Say how it was in the Facebook.
Yeah. He's pretty loyal. He watches every week.
The Beach
Paul,
Boys.
You know Paul, right?
Yeah, the Beach Boys. They're still active. They put out an album. Didn't they put out an album like a couple of years ago?
I don't know who's left.
2012, I think.
Who's left?
Brian Wilson's left.
No, who's left?
Who's left? Brian Wilson.
That's
I don't know any other.
They were all brothers, weren't they?
Yeah, I don't know any other members. Brian Wilson.
Oh.
I know that. I know Brian Wilson just put out an album like last year.
Oh.
He's still very active. Brian Wilson still very active. He's put out a solo album. He's doing a lot of solo stuff. Brian Wilson is. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And we are back as I turn down the music. All right, it is 7:50 a.m. and we are here on our last segment. We're going to spend our last segment doing Today in Histories. Let's do Today in Histories first, so we can get that out of the way and spend a couple of minutes talking about our music recommendations.
I think that's better to do it that way because we just keep going on and on and on about it, and then
exactly.
your back's against it when it comes to it, so you can just take your time on you.
All right. Okay, so let's do our Today in Histories. 1830, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad's new Tom Thumb steam locomotive races a horse-drawn car, pre-staging steam's role in U.S. railroads. And Don, you were telling me a little bit about that race. You were telling me the Tom Thumb steam locomotive lost that race.
Yeah, they had a boiler problem. But it's funny, a year later, they got rid of all the horses.
Yeah, in 1931, they got rid of all the horses.
That was the end of, because horse-drawn rail was big from, I think, the 1820s. Actually, it's funny because the first railroad, technically, was in Quincy, Massachusetts, at the Granite Quarries.
1963, the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gives his I Have a Dream speech, which is one of the most important speeches in American history, along with JFK's The Moon speech. I believe that was at Rice University. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but I think that was at Rice University, that speech. FDR's speech after the attack on Pearl Harbor, just to name a few. Very important. Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, one of the most important speeches in American history.
Oh, yes.
For sure. Birthdays, we have a couple. 1917, Jack Kirby, American author and illustrator who was the creator of Captain America. And,
Really?
yeah, yes.
That ain't a Stan Lee product?
Well, it was a comic. And Captain America. And, interesting thing.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, and, for the comics, obviously it's not, Stan Lee writing the comics, but, it's other people writing the comics. I think Jack Kirby was the one who, created it.
Right.
Created the character. And then, of course, it was a Marvel thing, so Stan Lee also owns the rights to it too. So yes, that was a huge important thing, especially well down the line because of the Avengers, which was huge for Marvel.
Yeah, a lot of movies.
1929, Roxy Rooker, American actress who was on, forgetting the name of the show, so I have to look it up. But she is the mother of Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
I was forgetting it there for a
Oh,
second.
we were talking about that yesterday.
Yes. So yes, it's her birthday today.
Yep.
And also it's Jack Black's birthday today.
Black.
American actor and comedian.
You know, one of his first movies was opposite Bruce Willis. I think it was the. Oh my God, I can't remember. It was the Jackal.
Yeah.
That movie was twisted. The Jackal was awesome. I think that was
Yeah.
one of his first movies. He played like a little role in it, but he was great, and he played such a great role. I guess his character name was Lamont or something, but.
And passings for today. 2 years ago, we lost Chadwick Boseman, the American actor. He played in a lot of fantastic films. He played in the superhero film Black Panther. He was in 42, which is a autobiography of Jackie Robinson. Fantastic film. Absolutely fantastic film. And I believe he also played in the James Brown film as well. That was another really great film as well. So Chadwick Boseman, an amazing actor who we lost way too soon. He was only in his early 40s when he passed away. All right, that is our Today in Histories. We have 5 minutes. Let's talk about our music recommendations. I'll go first, real
All
quick.
right, but make sure you give enough time because
I will give you enough
about next week because.
I will give you enough time. I'll make sure to give you enough time too.
Let everyone know about next Thursday.
My recommendation is actually a band recommendation, and that band is Trapeze. They come from England. They were on these following labels: Threshold, major label. Moody Blues.
Yep.
Warner Bros.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Well, it says Warner Bros. Here, so I say it. Yeah, I know. It has the abbreviation, so I say it that way.
But it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I know.
The future reference is Warner.
I know.
Okay.
I understand that. I'm just reading it how it looks.
I get it, Dad.
Major League and Castle. Past members: Mel Galley, Glenn Hughes, Peter Golby. Peter Golby was in Uriah Heep. Jeff Downs, as well, in the band. A lot of huge members there. They were a band from 1969 to 1982, and then they reunited again in 91. They did a couple of tour dates in 91. They also recorded a live album, which was released in 98 as well. And they were also reunited again in 94. They had a brief tour there as well. And then they disbanded. Some of the albums, Trapeze and Medusa, both coming out in 1970. Both completely different albums. Trapeze, more of a soft rock kind of, different kind of genres type of album, and then Medusa is the heavy.
You know what's funny about the first album? I got into them a few years ago, no, more than 10 years ago, and there was a song that I remember hearing on the oldies. It was "Hooray, the Giant's Dead."
Yep.
And that I remember hearing that on oldies for years and years, and I never knew who it was.
Yeah.
And then you played it for me, and I was like, I remember hearing this. They played it all the time on oldies, 103, just, during the day.
So that's my recommendation for today. Don, real quick, like 1 minute. What's your recommendation?
I was listening to a song. I think I listened to it like 7 times driving in this morning. It's Glenn Campbell, "Gentle on My Mind."
Yep.
What a beautiful song. It's a quick 2-minute song. And it's just, I don't have the facts about the song. I think it was, the album was "Gentle on My Mind," 1967?
Yes.
1967. Yeah. And it's just a strum of the guitar, and it's just, it reminds me of, like I said, I think I said it last week, hearing these songs from the 70s, the late 60s, the radio hits, it reminds you of you growing up. It reminds of good times when your family was around, you had good friends.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a Facebook person on here who's listening. I'm not sure if she's still listening, but I've spent a lot of time with that family, and it's just, the music brings back. You think the music you were listening to during that point in time, and it brings back fond memories.
Absolutely, 100%.
And also, too, on another note, we're going away to Pennsylvania.
Yes, we are. So, what's going on for this week? Well, Tuesday, Tony Lopes will be on the board for Ask Your Veterans Agent. Michaela Brito, Will Corey will be in, and Tony Lopes will be on the board for that program. Thursday, Tony Lopes will be playing a tape for me. We have Middleboro Matters, yes. Of Middleboro Matters. I did a recording of last week's show. We had a guest, the director of the museum, the Haskell Free Museum and Opera House. Right. Actually, it's library and opera house.
Yeah, not a museum. Yeah, library.
Yes.
And what is unique about this museum, and I think it's the only museum in the world, the international borderline between Canada and the United States
is right in the middle.
Right through the
building. Yeah, right in the middle of the building.
I think there's a so it's Derby Line, Vermont, and escapes me the town in Quebec. But he said there was two addresses for that place, and it was a great interview. What was he?
It was
about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, I think I called in too.
You did.
Yeah, but it was a good interview. So if you want to listen on Thursday at 11, it's a tape program from last week's Middleboro Matters, but it's good. We're going off to Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, how much more time we got?
We got a bolt. Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, we got a bolt.
Okay. Well, have a great week, everybody.
Have a great week, everybody. We'll definitely be back next Sunday, and first Sunday in September, we're going to have a lot of different things to talk about here for meteorological fall. It's still summer. It's still summer until the second to last week in September.
For me, it's November 1st. That's when fall starts.
Yeah, me too. All right, bye-bye, everybody. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
We got a bowl. I love it.
Yeah, we do. We got a bowl. We got a bowl.
All right.
Well, let me finish this off.
Yeah, I want to see who tuned in.
Yeah, you can still see it.
Can Nancy tell me who tuned in before you shut it off?
Just Jennifer. Just Jennifer.
Just Jennifer?
Yeah.
Huh? Might just stop she was watching.
There you go.
99.7 FM, your hometown radio station.
All right. Beach Boys was awesome. Oh, that's great to hear. They're still around. They're still doing this as of at least a couple of years ago. They were still doing they were still releasing albums. But I'm glad that the Beach Boys were great. All right. Bye-bye everybody, and we'll be back next week.